police officer throws away all the fruits of a poor old fruit seller woman. He says, selling fruits in this park is not allowed. The old woman replies, I have permission. He laughs and says, the authority here is mine, and throws a coconut in anger. Take everything out. A girl passing by sees this. The woman says, I have the permission paper, and takes it out. The girl starts recording to expose the officer. The officer snatches the paper, checks it, then says, still, I have the authority, and takes all the money from her bag. You can't keep this either. The woman pleads, this is my earned money. He says, I'll have to seize it. Your fruits are bad, and puts the money in his pocket. The girl asks, sir, why are you bothering her? The cop replies, who called you? Mind your business. She can't sell fruits here. The girl says, but I know her. She's been selling here for 3 years with permission. The cop says, still, I'll check, and secretly puts something in the woman's bag. He shows it and says, what is this? Now she must go to jail. The woman begs the girl for help, but the girl leaves. Then he says, do you have more money? If you want freedom, give me all of it. She says, I already gave it to you. The girl goes to the woman's son and says, come quick, a cop is troubling your mother. The son runs. The girl also tells a senior officer, sir, a cop broke her fruits and took her money with false blame. The officer says, really? The girl says, come, I'll show you. The son reaches his mother and asks, what's wrong? The cop says, you're with her? She says, he's my son. The cop says, I'll search him too, and takes his bag. He secretly places something inside and says, what's this? Now both will go to jail, unless you give me more money. The son says, this is false. You're framing us. The woman says, he already took all my money. The girl returns with the senior officer. He asks, what's going on? The girl says, this woman sells fruits legally, but the cop is harassing her. The son says, he planted fake items to trap us. The officer says, let's talk, and takes the cop aside. The cop says, they misbehaved. The fruits were bad. I found suspicious stuff. The officer returns and asks the woman, what happened? She says, all his claims are lies. He threw my fruits and took my money. The son says, he's framing us. The girl says, I have proof, and shows the video. The officer says, this is wrong. He asks the cop, where's the money? The cop hesitates but returns the money. Then the officer arrests him from behind and says, you're going to jail. Your job is gone. The girl says, he must be punished. The officer returns the money to the woman and apologizes. She thanks him. Power abuse brings shame. Truth, honesty, and courage bring justice. If you like the story, like and share the video.